What's up, YouTube? So used the profit from the last truck I bought to buy this 1997 Mazda B2300. Got it on a winning bid for $1,300. And as you can see from these photos at the auction, paint looks like it's in good condition. Engine has a new AC compressor, and the interior looks like it's in pretty good shape. So before buying it, I got the Carfax for it, and to my surprise, it's actually a one-owner vehicle, so definitely a really good sign that this has been taken care of. And then looking through the service history, definitely had a lot of things done to it, a lot of different maintenance that was performed and done over the years, and then on top of that, it's only been in Arizona for majority of its life, so this thing's going to be rust-free. So just picked up the truck from the auction, and the first thing I'm doing, I brought it over to this self car wash. I'm gonna just be spraying down the engine with some degreaser and cleaning it up really good before I take a further look. But driving it over here, it drove great, so definitely a good sign. And got the engine all cleaned up now, and it fired right up, so that's a good sign. There's no water that leaked into it. But just looking at this, you can definitely tell it's been really well maintained. It's got a new battery, new AC compressor. Looking at the spark plugs, they have little numbers on them, so the plugs and the wires were changed out. Got a new coolant hose on it, and then just looking at it after I cleaned it up, it looks like this AC refrigerant canister, looks like this thing's pretty new right here, so that's definitely a good sign. And then I looked at all the fluids. Brake fluid's brand new. Engine oil looks like it's just been changed. The power steering fluid looks fairly new. And then the coolant is in really good shape. So all around, really awesome. First thing I want to do to it is just get some bigger wheels. So I got these wheels on OfferUp for $300 for the rims and the tires. And the tires actually look like they're in pretty good shape. They're dated 2020, so fairly new. So here's a comparison of the two, and then looking at the tread, you can see these tires are in pretty good shape. So here's the truck before putting the tires on, and then here's an after shot of it, and then again here's from the back without the tires, and then here's the new tires, so definitely helps with the stance overall. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to respray this front bumper. As you can see, the front bumper definitely looks like it's faded a lot and almost has a rusty look to it, so gonna spray it black, and that definitely should make it look a lot better. So right now just masking everything off. Want to make sure all these holes are covered so I don't have any overspray. So got the front of the car masked off with some newspaper and some painter's tape, so definitely got to make sure that all the holes are covered, so I'm not going to get any overspray where I don't want it, but looks pretty good. So just finished with the first spray. Gonna do about 2 coats total, maybe 3, but just from the first coat you can tell it already looks a lot better. And there we go. So as you can see, front bumper looks so much better now. Now I'm gonna use that same black spray paint on the back bumper. So I got everything masked off with some brown paper and this masking tape just to help with the overspray. And there's the first coat. So as you can see, definitely looks so much better. All those spots that looked like they're kind of rusty looking are now back to this black look. So definitely gonna help enhance this vehicle big time. All right, so got the front bumper and the back bumper sprayed back to this black color. Definitely looks a lot better than before, and as you can see, the paint on this truck is actually in really good condition for its age. Just the clear coat is starting to peel a little bit, but whoever owned this before me definitely kept it in the garage and definitely kept good care of it. And then as you can see with the new tires, the stance of it just looks so much better. So overall, very happy with this purchase of this little truck. It's definitely in really good shape, and mechanically doesn't really need anything. All the fluids were changed out. It's got fairly new plugs, it looks like, and then new AC compressor. Came with a brand new battery. Honestly, just love the look of this truck too. I really don't need a big truck because I'm not going to be hauling any horse trailers anytime soon or anything like that. So just having something like this, it's got plenty of bedroom to kind of just throw maybe a dirt bike in the back or a quad back here, haul around some furniture. I mean, it's perfect for just having a small little utility vehicle like this. Definitely don't need anything that's too large, like a lot of the trucks on the market today. I mean, you can't even find a truck this small anymore. So if you're looking for something small that still has some good utility, these Ford Ranger and Mazda B series trucks are pretty safe bet. They're really, really cheap on the market, a lot cheaper than the Toyota Tacomas. So, and they look really good in my opinion. I think they're very, very good looking trucks. It's still got that boxy truck look to it, which a lot of the newer trucks today are more rounded. So moving on to the interior, whoever owned this before me definitely didn't use it as like a heavy work truck. It's in pretty good condition. It's got the crank windows, so don't have to worry about the window regulator going out. And then the interior, I mean, the leather's in perfect shape. There's no rips or tears or stains or anything in it. Headliner's in good shape. It's not sagging at all. And then steering wheel is in good shape too, just being a rubber steering wheel. So overall, I mean, it's got 196,000 miles on it, but for being a 25-year-old vehicle, it's been really well maintained and kept in good condition. Definitely was just a personal vehicle just to get around town for some light utility. But yeah, very basic inside. There's nothing flashy going on here. But it's got AC, and being in the desert, that's what you need, and it works great, so pretty happy about it. So gonna move up to the front of the car, that way we can look underneath it to look at the suspension. Taking a look under the truck, you can see the suspension parts are in pretty good shape. It looks like these were changed out at some point, just given that the rubber has no cracking in it and it's got the grease fittings on the bottom. And then looking underneath the transmission and the engine, just no leaks whatsoever, no drips or anything, so definitely a good sign. And then even all the way down to that rear differential, there's just no leaks on this guy whatsoever, so it's been really, really well maintained. Okay, so just gonna take it for a test drive here just to kind of show you guys how it shifts and how this thing drives. It definitely isn't powerful. I mean, it's got 112 horsepower, so you're not going to be winning any races, that's for sure. But I mean, it's got good pickup for the most part. I mean, if you're just kind of hauling something small around or wanting something that's gonna get good gas mileage that you can just kind of putt around town with, this is definitely the truck for that. So let me just pull this out onto the street. And so yeah, so here's a second gear, shifts really, really nicely, and then put it into third gear. So I mean, this truck has just really been well maintained. It's in great condition overall. So hope you liked the video. Definitely will keep uploading more of this truck as I kind of work on more things on it, but overall really happy with this purchase and definitely going to be keeping this for a while.